What is up guys, GM Wisp here for you with some gameplay on Plaza. I've got some domination for you using the MSMC with long barrel and extended mags. My perks are blind eye, scavenger, toughness and Toughness. I've got a concussion and a semtex. My score streaks are spy plane, Hellstorm and AGR. I finished the game 25 and 11 with 4 caps and 7 defends. My Hellstorm Missile gets 1 kill, my AGR gets 1 kill, which kind of sucked. But today I've got a couple of bits I want to talk to you about. Firstly, intro and outros. You'll notice I had a little intro going into my video, and I did actually upload just the intro by itself, I believe 2 days ago. Very, very basic, as you can see. I made it in Windows Movie Maker. That's how basic it is. So you know, it's nothing too complicated. For any of those that you use YouTube a lot, you see a lot of other gaming channels like Ali, Vicstar123, Boom Nation, Gorgon Gamer, Chris Smooth, Syndicate, FPS Russia, not gamer, but still a lot of interest there. Woody's Gamer Tag, just to name a few. They have these amazing 3D moving, awesome intros, and in some instances outros as well. Mine's nothing like that, but one day maybe I'll be able to get something like that. Either have to get someone to make it for me, or maybe spend about a year learning how to do it myself. But so that's something that's hopefully can move into the future, and get myself a nice looking intro and outro of that. You know, once I've got more videos, I can also have the outro going where it sends you links to other videos or other series if I get that going, if it gets serious about that. The second thing I want to talk about today was the new patch that came out today, the 10th of April. Obviously the new DLC coming next week, and a double XP weekend. I'd imagine they're just trying to maximise potential for the amount of people that are going to be on at the weekend, because everyone knows that on double XP weekends a lot of people that don't play Call of Duty often come back to it. So it's going to be, servers will be pretty busy and there'll be a lot of good people on, so it'll be a good weekend. So I want to try and prestige before that. But I've had a read through the patch notes, and I just want to talk about a couple of things that only that I feel have affected me in my playing, just because I'm Joe Average Gamer. I play both in small parties and by myself. I play predominantly domination, but I do play some other game types. So I've just kind of highlighted the things that I have found have affected me from the patch. If you want to view the full patch notes, I'll put a link in the description, and it will tell you everything that you need to know about there. So the first thing that came on the list, which I noticed has affected me, is an issue reported by the community where C4 was doing no damage to enemies if blown up the moment it attaches to a surface. I found that quite often. I've got a semtex now, but from my previous videos you'll see I was using C4. You throw it, once it sticks to the floor, if you blow it up too soon, it doesn't do any damage. I thought maybe I just wasn't getting in the places, but seeing that, it kind of makes sense now. So it's a good thing that's been patched. I might pull up C4 again and go with that. Resolve an issue with the orbital VSAT score streak, losing time during the host migration countdown. The reason I put this, I don't run the orbital VSAT because I don't usually get that high, but I would imagine it's the same for spy planes and counter spy planes as well, and other score streaks that are active, that when a host migrates, the timer is still going down, so it's still being used, so you're losing spy plane, counter spy plane VSAT time, so you're losing the potential for those assists and just the help it gives you. So they've now fixed that, so during a host migration it will no longer affect the time that your score streak is active for. Fixed an issue with the environment disappearing when dying and spectating the water in Carrier. If you played Carrier and you die, you try to, before you view the kill cam, you just almost drop through the floor and we can see his water. So they've fixed that issue. Not a major gameplay issue, but it's nice to know that they're fixing these things as they find them. Resolved an issue with the gondolas in downhill continuing to move during host migration. I've had it certainly. I don't know if any of you have ever had it. Host migration, the gondola keeps moving. It gets right up to you and it hits you and you die as soon as you come back into the game. I've had that 2 or 3 times during a host migration, once or twice where I've not died but I've not been in a position to get away, so I have eventually died because it's been so close to me. So they've fixed that now, so they will no longer move during host migrations. The lightning strike radar will not reactivate after round change if it's been used in a previous round. When you use the lightning strike, if you pull it out, it shows you on the map where everyone is. What some people would do is they would get a lightning strike, they'd pull it out, they'd see where everyone was, and they'd call it out. And they would do this on sort of 1 minute intervals, and they would do this over multiple rounds, so round 1, round 2 of domination, but mostly in search and destroy where there's multiple rounds. That will no longer happen. If you carry a lightning strike over from the previous round and you've already used it once, the radar will not activate, so people won't be able to just call out where they are, so it will level the playing field in a lot of instances for that. Global enemy spawn influencers adjusted. I think that means that they're just making the spawns better. They are going to try and make them fairer, less of the nonsense spawns where you spawn looking into someone's sights, or you spawn where I know it's difficult with score streaks because they're often planned, but they're basically trying to get rid of some of the awful spawns that happen. You know, there's always going to be awful spawns in Call of Duty, it can't be helped, just because of sometimes the way people set up, where people are stood. You know, it's never going to be perfect, it never can be perfect unless you have somewhere where enemy players just cannot go as a safe spawn zone, and I think that would kind of ruin it, so it's never going to happen. And the last one that I found, you notice it's nothing that you'll have seen me play in terms of uploading on YouTube, but I've got a couple of friends, and when I play with them we often play Capture the Flag, and they've adjusted objective spawn influences in Capture the Flag, so where the flags are, where they're dropped, they've adjusted the spawn influences specifically in Capture the Flag. Whether this means it's going to make run channels more difficult, or whether it's going to change where you spawn when not specifically on the flag, I don't know, but it's something that hopefully will make Capture the Flag an all-round better experience. Anyway, that's all I've got on the patch notes. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and please sub to the channel. Thanks for watching.